It's time to get a little less serious about wrestling. This is the Alternate Commentary Table with lifelong friends.
Notice your difference in size.
And lifelong wrestling fans.
Each is a very capable performer, and each is a little too clever to give the other boy much of an advantage.
Mitch Hontzias.
Credits himself with a lot of power.
And Dimitri Korolis.
So that he got all that power from drinking raw olive oil all through his youth.
Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Dimitri Korolis, and you're listening to the ACT with Mitch Hontzias. That's right, you are listening to us on the Celebrate Wrestling Podcast Network. Are you happy now? Because guess what? I had a case of the Mitches last week. It's a thing.
It's catching on.
It's catching on.
It's catching
You know
on.
what it is? It's all these years of making fun of you and my little side comments.
That's right.
And me giving my opinions and, you got your names wrong.
That's right.
Well, guess what? It can happen to anybody.
Can.
It's like the measles. It can make a comeback. It can get you in a school near you.
Just right. Wash your hands. You'll be okay.
Just wash your hands.
That's it.
In public.
Well, obviously.
Come on.
Yeah,
if
what
you're
are
at
we
home,
gonna
we're
do?
not here to judge.
Yeah.
We're
What's
not there
your
to
business?
judge.
What's your business what you do at home?
You do you.
Yeah.
Celebrate Wrestling, the podcast network. Listen, that's what you do with it. You listen to it. Anywhere where you're streaming and downloading your podcasts, again, you do what you do in your own home. I don't care. I don't care what phone you have.
It doesn't matter to us.
It doesn't matter to us.
Incognito mode, your business. We don't judge.
That's
You
great.
want to watch TNA rather than WWE? Hey, you're paying the bills, not me. You're a WWE guy, not an AEW guy. Your business.
That's right.
The other way. You're an AEW guy, not a WWE guy. Hey, respect.
Hey,
I get it.
We all have our go-to.
That's right.
I mean, TNA is basically made for incognito mode.
Isn't it?
Right?
Isn't it?
Right. Look, we're here. We're here on a Friday. Again, I'm going to give you a couple things to go.
Yeah.
Don't forget the merch. Don't forget the merch.
So hot
If
right now.
Daddy says he's giving you more time, you should be thanking Daddy and chomping at the bit.
More time. 2 weeks more.
2 weeks. So listen, you got to get to him. You can either email him directly. How do you do that? Listen, Celebrate Wrestling. You can get on the website. Get to the Facebook page. It's the fun behind the fun of the fun of the fun of the fun. Celebrate Wrestling. Celebrate Wrestling.
Let me ask you a question.
Yeah.
You're at home.
Yeah.
You've had a long day at work.
Yeah.
You're watching a little wrestling.
Uh-huh.
You're seeing some things. You're like, you know what? I wish I had somebody to talk about this. And you're like, wait a minute. Eureka. I'm going to the Celebrate Wrestling Facebook page, and I'm going to write to Maddie Smith or Tips McGee or Daddy Mike or Joe, GW Joe.
Scotty
I
A.
almost destroyed his last
You
name.
almost did it.
I almost did it, and I didn't. Long and the short of it. Then all of a sudden, you're like, these guys are fun. I wish I could get more of them.
Sally
Wait
G.
a minute. Sally G. Wait a minute. I'm going to go to their feed and listen to them all week long. It's like we're your friends in your pocket. Done. There you go. Aren't you happier now? I'm in your pocket.
Mitch is the friend in your pocket.
That's me. When it's feeling warm on your lap, remember, that's me.
You want to know what happens when you want to listen to wrestling? You want to know what happens when you want to listen to some content? You, new subscriber, you just made the pot.
It's true. When you do subscribe here, with the GWO, we will say your name.
Shout out to the GWO.
Absolutely. To
The
our boys.
strongest faction in all of professional wrestling.
Look at Judgment Day. They're falling apart at the seams.
Not
Why?
us.
Because they don't have that camaraderie like we do.
Open communication.
That's right.
Appreciation for one's efforts.
Exactly.
And
true.
the standalone standout week after week. Ladies and gentlemen, we're going to get right into it at the top of the hour because the reigning, defending, 4 weeks in a row.
4 times.
He is now in uncharted waters, swimming with the sharks, but he doesn't care, does he? He is on pace to beat Roman Reigns' title record.
Easily.
Tips McGee. Tips McGee. There it is. Greek of the week.
Love it.
Scotty A, I'm going to give you...
He's close.
I'm going to give you a little pro tip. You're right there.
Right there.
I just need a little bit. Right there. Okay? Listen, it's like a parent with all his children. We don't
You know
play
what they
favorites.
say? To be the man, you got to beat the man. Woo! All right, let's get started. Last week, we left you on that cliffhanger we always leave you on. PLE, Money in the Bank happens again. We all know what happened, but let's do a quick little recap. I've been doing that a lot lately, huh? The recap thing.
Yeah, you have. Don't hate it.
No, actually, it
Just
works.
don't overly change it like you do the chair shot. That's my only...
Okay, you're right. You're right. Women's Money in the Bank. Last week on this very show, me and you, we went through the list. Who really needs it? And we gave this person their flowers, but we're like, do we really want to see it? Boy, were we wrong with regards to everybody, and we'll get to everybody soon. You got what you wanted again. So Naomi wins the briefcase, the Money in the Bank contract, ready to go at any time she wishes. Thoughts on the Naomi winning? Are you as happy as everyone else seems to be with Naomi winning this one?
Now that it's all... No, I wasn't at first, but now that it's all said and done, I think this might be a good thing.
Yeah.
You know what? The character is developing at great speeds.
Yes.
And I think maybe they might have made the right call here, Mitch.
I do agree with you. I think my problem with Naomi in the past or in the last little while is I'm really enjoying this new Naomi, but I think I'm reverting back to glow stick Naomi.
That's
that's my problem,
Yes.
and that's on me. Not anybody else. That's on me.
Yeah.
So I'm okay with it. I give you accolades. Point WWE. Point to Naomi.
There's something there.
There's something there.
Yeah.
It could work.
Could work.
Could work.
In
the other match, Lyra Valkyria and her wings taking on Becky Lynch for the IC Championship. You called it on the show. You said it doesn't make a lot of sense. Becky Lynch for the championship. I have to admit, I forgot that one little caveat they had in the match. Winner has to raise the other person's arm. By the way, that should be for all new matches.
Every match.
I agree. And by the way, love that Becky said, no, not once, all the way around and put the strap on and put it on. I loved it. Why? 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 Why did you do that?
I didn't say nothing.
Why?
I didn't say nothing.
See, this is why we need video. I told Mike, by the way. Mike agrees. Mike agrees video is coming. It's got to come.
I didn't say anything.
Just saying. But here's the thing, and this is why I'm happy that Lyra lost. The wings thing is redonkulous.
Yeah.
Who in the back room is producing this match that says, no, hey, you forgot your wings. Yeah. You put them on. I feel like they make her put on her wings the way I tell my son to put on his jacket before I take him to school. Yeah. No. This is not right. They gotta take this wing thing is redonkulous.
Well, what's harder to strap on, her wings or the title?
I'm not gonna lie to you. It looked like the wings are a little harder to put on. I mean, because they got no finger holes. It's just a straight on. You just put it on and it just goes right over the hand. So you get the one hand in, but what about the other hand? You can't get your fingers around the other one.
Well, this is where the Wright brothers, you got to give them some
this
credit.
This is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Right? Mm-hmm. Then you wonder, how did Icarus do it all those years?
All those years.
All those years. You're a horrible human being. Okay, Becky Lynch.
I didn't say anything.
Hey, you know what? Enough. Enough. The adult has walked into the room. Kind of. Not really. Well played, by the way.
Thank you.
I give you a lot of points.
Thank you.
Thoughts on the Becky now having that?
Yeah, it had to happen.
Is this one of those things where, like, you know, like you retire and you downsize? Is this a downsize for Becky
Lynch? Yeah, you sold the big house. The kids are out of the house right now. You're in the condo. It's still nice. It's overlooking the city.
Beautiful.
Park space?
Yeah.
Parking lot?
You don't have to worry about, like, mowing the lawn anymore?
Nothing. You put in your dues.
Hey, Deborah, how's it doing? Yeah, I'm good. I just went for a walk.
Good. Yeah, great. Are you attending the condo board meeting? You're not.
No. Okay, I'll let you know.
I'll let you know how it goes.
Yeah, you know about guy in 302.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
well, we're having the water issues again, and him and Daryl.
So good. So good. All right. From there, we go to, Lucha Alert. So, Worlds Collide happened. We stayed away with it. Stayed away with it. And then, all of a sudden, our boy Dom said, no, I want to defend my title on this PLE.
Yeah.
Octagon, get in here. Let's fight for 5 minutes. I appreciate a fighting champion like Dom is.
Yes.
Took him out, finished him off. Thoughts on Dom maybe being the GOAT of the Luchas and the GOAT of, just being an IC champion right now.
I thought it was fantastic.
Have you ever also noticed that everyone that wins the IC champion is dubbing themselves the greatest of all time?
I know.
Right off the bat?
Yeah.
Like I could have swore Braun said the same thing a couple months ago.
It's like you're not the champion though. Like there's actually a belt better than that.
That's it. That's what I'm saying. They're like I'm happy being third, and that's fine with me.
Yeah, exactly. Because I have the third place title that makes me the best in the world ever.
How awesome would it be if somebody like the person that won the money in the men's Money in the Bank decided I'm going for the U.S. championship.
Yeah, like doing that cash.
You know what I mean? I think it'd be great.
Losing.
Apparently, by the way, as we get to the men's, okay, let's talk about men's Money in the Bank. Andrade was close.
Yeah, maybe
he was funneling his fingers around on that.
Because if he actually here's the thing. He was fumbling with his fingers.
Right.
If he knew how to put on wings.
Yeah. He would have been fine.
Yeah, Valkyria, she's got them.
She had it.
She knows how to strap them on.
Boom. And
there it is.
Would have had it. It's right? all over.
She has that type.
She had it.
Andrade.
That's right. Didn't have it.
Didn't have it. Slipped through his fingers.
Grande Americano might have been kind of the MVP of that match.
Ooh, buddy.
Close.
Time out for a sec.
Sure.
When I don't know if anyone's talked about this. I really don't because I've kind of been in and I'm at arm's length with wrestling.
You've been busy.
Week. I've been busy. Busy.
Yeah.
But did he ever almost smoke his head on the ladder?
Yes. If there's one thing when the WWE decided to give him because his contract came up a couple months ago and they're like, oh, we're going to re-sign you. This is where I give them a lot of accolades. They're like, we need this guy. He's great at everything he's doing.
Yeah, man.
And I loved it. And the reality is, I think he's so underrated, but he's never going to be that top guy. Let's just call it what it is. And I think he's okay with that. I think he's figured that out because he's popular in other ways now.
Yeah.
But the way he scaled that ladder that they left on the outside, and I was wondering to myself, why are they leaving that ladder like that, right?
There's always something.
You got to give them some, you got to give whoever's coming up with these little ideas some points because he scaled it, then jumped over to the other one. It was like watching Mario Brothers, really, at the end of the day.
Totally.
Yeah. But the big difference in that one wasn't that Seth won it. We all saw that coming. It was Jacob coming down and your boy JC Rhino and all of a sudden turning on this where everyone thought Solo was the turner. Jacob says, nah. I'm the turner.
That's right.
And he turned on him and he went wild on him. I'm curious to see how that plays out because it's kind of setting up in a weird way that Solo might become the baby face. That's the way I kind of saw it a little bit. No? No,
I don't see it that way.
I'll tell you why. Yeah. Because during that match as well, he was joking around quite a bit, right? He was like, doing gestures to the fans and, some people were laughing and this and that. That's why I kind of felt that a little bit.
Okay.
But Jacob,
they love him too much.
Yeah. Listen, he drew first blood.
That's
right.
He did.
When
he's like, I hate you.
Yeah.
Solo. But Solo kept saying, I love you.
Yeah.
Like, you may love me.
Yeah.
But I hate you. But here on the ACT, we love you.
That's
Remember,
right.
brother?
We
brother love.
Brother love. Absolutely. And then in the main event, which I was actually surprised that they made this the main event. You want the truth? I
do.
Don't we all? John Cena, Logan Paul taking on the Cody Rhodes, and Jey Uso. Now, here's the thing. One thing I give major props to in this one, the drone. What a smart little cool idea.
Totally.
And it kind of just, for all those fans that are trying to get into wrestling, maybe because of Logan Paul and everything, what a great way to get them in. And it's funny, I didn't see the very beginning of the match, so I didn't see it in his hands, but I was watching the match and then I saw something fly by and I'm like, oh my God, the UFOs are attacking.
They came now
during this match.
Their first stop was Money in the
now.
Bank.
That's what I thought.
What about the finish?
And then it came to him. major props to the drone operator.
Buddy, I was thinking the same thing. He put it in his hand.
Right on his hand.
How is this guy not working to land the SpaceX ships?
He's the same button pusher in the back. I'll tell you who that is.
Well,
it's the same guy. Same guy. What'd you think of that match? I mean, obviously Cody and Jay pull it off, blah, blah, blah. Wait a minute. Somebody came in. And that's where we start this whole thing.
Okay.
So.
I was waiting to see what you were going to do with it.
So.
Oh, no.
So.
You've upset the Mitch.
Let me get this straight.
Oh, no.
Last year, Cody Rhodes, a couple years ago, Cody Rhodes wins the Royal Rumble. And he's dubbed the guy to say, oh, he's going to win. And then The Rock says, hey, you know what? I got a better idea. I think I should take on Roman Reigns. I think that could be a better pay-per-view, a better WrestleMania main event. Cody and all his crybabies said, no, it's fairsies. We want to win. We want to fight, blah, blah, blah. You got what you wanted. He ends the story. Here we go. And ladies and gentlemen, what happened? Since then, he lost the belt to John Cena. John Cena has made it very clear he's never coming back again. Granted, he wants to wreck wrestling. Am I on that side? No. I don't have to be on everything he's on, but he says he's going to wreck wrestling. And along the way, he decides, hey, R-Truth, I don't like your attitude. And he puts him through the conference table, whatever, right? Sets up a quick little Saturday night's main event fight, and he's gone and blah, blah, blah. And the very next day, WWE says, hey, R-Truth, listen, it's not working out. Yeah. You got to go. I'm sorry to hear that. And the fans, the Cody crybabies or the R-Truth crybabies all go, oh, but he's so funny and daring and hilarious. Which he's not. But everyone's, so not. But they decide to get him his job back, which, okay, cool, man. Like I said, I don't hate the guy. I actually like the guy. But I do look at it from another perspective right now. And I think that after seeing what I've seen now, tell me if I'm telling lies now, Dimitri. He comes back, he interrupts the match. Well, he spears John Cena, he takes off the mask, it's me, hello, blah, blah. But he's not R-Truth, he's Ron Killings now. Shaves his head basically on Monday Night Raw, and he's gone on a good little media tour, and he's telling everyone, I'm not to be messed with. I'm here, I'm there. Ladies and gentlemen, if Ron Killings / R-Truth didn't come to the PLE, would you have all cared? Like, it's exciting today. But what are you guys going to do with this guy next week and the week after? Are you excited? Because now he's got to do this storyline with John Cena. This is what you guys all wanted. This is what we wanted. There's so much more we could be doing in the next few months. We're 6 months away now. We're halfway there to the end of the year.
So let me get this straight. They're teasing CM Punk. Not teasing. I mean, it's CM Punk versus John Cena at some point in time, right? Is it the next PLE? Anyways, it doesn't matter. The point being is this. They're teasing this marquee.
Right.
He just did Cody Rhodes. He just did Randy Orton. He's in a tag match with the sensation Logan Paul.
Right.
He's en route to fight CM Punk, which was in the original plans, I guarantee anyways. And we got this. That we have to put in the middle.
We have to put.
And guess what?
And just a real quick.
Yeah.
A Logan Paul match would have been. You saw them arguing a little bit during their time.
Right.
That would have been okay.
That would have been all right.
Just throwing. Thank you.
Sorry. So you're right, Mitch, and I love me my R-Truth. Okay,
yeah, sure.
I even love me the Ron Killings promo where he cut his hair.
Yes.
That's great.
Sure.
But you guys, you know what? It's getting to the point, Mitch, where the WWE does not need to listen to everything that the fans ask for.
Exactly.
So the fans ask for Cody Rhodes. You know what? Fine, sure, cool. We listened. What's going on? It's not that it hurt business. If anything, actually, business has still been going good for them. At least
it?
Well, at least
ratings are down.
I'll tell you,
$3 billion in the hole.
Well, I don't think Cody Rhodes is the problem.
No, that's not he's not that. That's not his.
He's
not running
the lack of Roman
numbers.
Reigns around is the problem.
Oh, we'll get to that in a second.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Oh, don't you think we won't get to that?
Oh, we're getting to it.
We'll get to it. So, but it's like, okay, so we want the truth. Where's our truth? Where's our truth? Come on, bring him back. You guys, we were 1 week away of him becoming an afterthought.
100,000%.
Buddy, cares?
Nobody tunes into Raw, SmackDown, or anything to watch him. Now, here's the thing. Again, I go back to it. I'm sure he's a great human being. He's a great wrestler. He's had his time. But somewhere down the line, and let me show this to you guys, I started digging a little bit because I was like, what is the big play here? Like, why did the WWE kind of pick on him? Where last week I think I said, there's other guys you guys could have picked on. How much was Ron Killings / R-Truth, whatever you want to call him, what was he making up until they let him go last year? Do you know how much he was making a year? Take a guess. How much do you think he's making?
$2 million.
No, way less than that.
Oh, I don't know.
He's making $550,000.
I thought you were going to give me
but
something
that's
ridiculous.
Considerably more than some of the other roster members, okay? Sure. Let me give you an idea of how different the wrestlers are here, okay? I told you, I went digging. Seth Rollins makes $9 million a year.
Okay.
Rhea Ripley, 6. Jey Uso, 7. By the way, I don't think that counts for swag, but put some tip money on that. You know what I'm saying?
Whoa.
Roman Reigns, we said it last week, 15. Finn Balor, 7. Kevin Owens, 7. CM Punk, 8. Drew McIntyre, 8. Randy Orton, 10. And Cody Rhodes, 10. This is basically your main roster. These are the big players that bring people to the gate and want. Ron Killings making $550,000 is great money for what he does. But let's now, where he was let go, they said, listen, we got to cut some fat off this bone. We're letting him go. You think they're bringing him back for the same amount of money? He's probably making $1 million now. Is he worth $1 million? The answer is absolutely not. In all respect to him, make your money, sir. Absolutely good for you, and thank those fans like you have been. But you're not worth $1 million, and you weren't. I don't like to say how much somebody's worth. It's not really my time to say. But $550 for what you were kind of expected to do is a nice chunk of change, and he shouldn't have. It's not that he was complaining about it. Everyone's trying to make their buck, Dimitri. But the point of the matter I'm trying to make here is that the WWE's they're the guys paying him, guys.
Yeah.
They're the guys paying him. And they said, what's your ROI? What's your rate of return here? Are you selling as much merch where we can afford that $550? Is it making sense? I don't think he was, and that's why the decision was made. This is what we got to remember. Cody Rhodes, as much as I give him a hard time, he's earning that 10. It's a lot of money still. I'm not going to lie to you. It's a lot of money. But there's some, I can at least, am I going to stick up for him? There's something there.
Yeah.
It's still a lot. Randy Orton at 10? Ooh. 10? I mean, yeah, you've been around. I get it. 10?
Those are worse contracts than the Maple Leafs.
I'm starting to understand how 3 bills they're down. I'm starting to see something now.
Look, at the end of the
pulling
day,
out my calculator.
That's what he does, not just for early bird specials.
That's what I do.
What are you going to do with him now?
This is what I'm saying.
Okay, so he came in, he's going to do his 1 or 2 shows pop, and then he's gone again. And what, are you guys going to complain to bring him back? It's like, in 43 years, the truth.
What's the best thing at McDonald's? What's the number one thing?
The Big Mac.
The Big Mac is, but what's everyone's favorite? The McRib.
The McRib.
And what happens? It comes seasonally. So if Ron Killings, decided that he wanted to come back for a show at TNA, or like we said last week, he goes to AEW, or he goes just anywhere, Dungeon Wrestling, he's gonna make his money, you guys.
Yeah.
And guess what? We'd be excited to see him anywhere because it's kind of fun. Get to see him once in a blue moon.
I just don't understand. Like in John Cena's farewell tour, is this really what we need? Is like the Ron Killings saga? The worst part is like, okay, so you cut your hair, you're still going to do the same things on the ring.
That's right.
Like
exactly.
Unless he does a complete overhaul where you're like, man, this guy's drawing money. I'm sitting there, I'm like, you made a career out of being funny and your longevity. And he's good. He's entertaining and he's good in the ring. It's not like he's terrible.
No, he's great in the ring.
Yeah, there's no question.
I got no problems with it. I'm just talking literally about worth right now. 100% on worth.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, he doesn't make me want to watch. He doesn't get me to my TV, turning it on, going, I can't wait to see him.
Yeah, I got to see this feud between R-Truth and John Cena.
I can't imagine he can do anything that would make me go crazy. I'm sorry. I just don't see it. I'm sorry when I say it. So with that being said, we run to the Raw. And, I went through it and I was looking at it. The big announcement, we all know about it. New Orleans is out. Vegas is in. What are your thoughts on a little Vegas 2 years in a row?
Yeah. I think it should just be the staple.
Yeah. Just stay there.
Just stay. That's
What's
home,
wrong with
guys.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Every year, Vegas.
Why not?
They go to Riyadh. Same place.
Good point. Great point.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
What's wrong?
Everyone's got a staple.
It's basically in the middle of America.
And with TKO owning
lots of
them,
flights. Lots of flights.
A lot of flights. In and out.
You're in.
Everyone. Yeah. Yeah, you're totally right.
Yeah.
Good buffets.
Good for families. Lots of amenities. Caters to all demographics.
Easy to get around. They got the
Easy to get
monorail.
around.
Yeah.
That's the one rail.
That's one
Comes
rail.
from the Greek word mono.
Mono. Yeah, you're right.
One.
So John Cena gets on the microphones on Monday night, and then CM Punk comes up. CM Punk has turned into Cody Rhodes-ish. He just can't let other people have them.
He's mad.
He's upsettable. And listen, he kind of has a point.
Yeah.
I get where CM Punk's coming. He's like, I left the other place to this, and I'm not getting what I thought I was getting.
That's right.
But he's getting a nice paycheck.
Not bad paycheck.
Not bad
By the
paycheck.
sounds of it.
Good paycheck.
All right.
All right. But to your point now we got to wait because John's busy with Ron Killings and he can't concentrate on the CM Punk.
And knowing the trend that WWE's on, I'm surprised Ron Killings isn't going to be the new champion.
Buddy, listen, based on what's happened, that you want to really throw us for a loop?
What about Monday Night Raw? Can we just go right to it?
Of course, that's where we're on.
Okay, Jey Uso, the Goonth.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
I was going to leave it to the end, but yeah, let's get right into it. Thank you. I don't like it at all, and here's why.
I agree.
I don't understand why Gunther needs to be the champ again. So 2 weeks ago, or a month ago, less than a month, 3 weeks ago, he fought Pat McAfee. And now he's the champ again. So does that mean Pat McAfee has an opportunity to maybe get a rematch for the world championship belt? See, the thing is, we all knew Jey wasn't going to keep this belt for a long time, okay? So with that being said, are we surprised he lost it to Gunther? No, but why Gunther? Why not somebody else? If you guys didn't want to keep it on Jey, then why not give it to somebody else? Why are we giving it back to Gunther? Because here, again, I would go back to the Killings thing. Gunther also, great wrestler, fun. He's not fun. He is who he is. He's very good at what he does, but he's also not that draw. Like Jey Uso he's made himself. Like, you know, when people say I'm self-made, Jey Uso went from nothing to tag team champs with his brother, had to like disembark from the bloodline to get his chance, gets his belts for a couple of minutes, and with all due respect, he's going back to the tag team division with his brother.
Yeah.
Jimmy Uso's wife now has got the belt or got the money in the bank. His brother had the championship. His cousins got the United States Championship. Solo's going to go get that. He's got his own thing going.
Yep.
And so with all due respect, Roman is Roman. You know, we've said it, we joked around about it before. The only way Jimmy and Jey get kind of back to that limelight again, that spotlight, is they got to go for the tag team belts.
That's the only way.
That's the only way.
They got to reunite.
And guess what? They're taking on the New Day, which is not so new anymore.
Here's the problem that I have with it, which is not so new.
It's not new.
It's just day.
It's just day now.
They should just be day.
We're the days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Day.
Day.
Day. Okay. Day should be day. Here's the problem I have with it.
Sure.
I don't actually have a problem that Gunther is a champion.
Okay.
What I have a problem with is it's very evident to me now that they actually wanted the Gunther to be the champion the whole time.
Okay.
And all they did was just say, hey, Jey,
right,
let's get a really cool crowd pop moment at WrestleMania so you can win, but you only get to keep it for a few months. And then I look and I say, well, then why?
Yeah. This is the thing, buddy. It's all about the merch sales. He was just hot at the right time.
And that's
they wanted to put him
kind of
over.
what bugs me.
Yeah, and it should bug you because what's happening is they're kind of. What did we say for the last few weeks? And I don't like repeating it too much because
you feel like
don't want to believe it.
We do that with our kids, Mitch.
But right now WWE is force feeding us. Pardon me.
Yeah.
They're going, you're going to like this and you're going to enjoy it. And the reality is we're all very, we're into this and we like it and we're just not liking this right
Buddy,
now.
they're hitting the panic button like AEW.
Bravo. Yeah, they really are, aren't they? They really are hitting that button. It's just like right now, if it wasn't Gunther, and I think I brought this up, but who else should be maybe up? Okay, so Seth has got the money in the bank. Do we want him to cash it in? By the way, I was kind of hoping a little piece of me is going
right
after that. Right there. Do it.
Right away.
Then you got my attention again.
Paul Heyman said that Seth Rollins is going to be going into WrestleMania as the champion.
Sure.
I actually believe that he's going to hold that money in the bank.
Yeah.
Probably like right before.
Sure.
There's got like that's how I see it.
Yeah, it's going to be one of those, I'm going to cash it and then something happens, takes it back.
Here's the other thing that I don't like about that either. If that's the case. Like I said, we're starting the new NWO with that triad.
You think so, eh?
I do.
You think there's another member coming?
Well, I think there's another member coming. I think they need to just hold the belts hostage.
Right.
Like just win everything upon everything upon everything.
Yeah.
They should actually go do the Polka Doom as a funny thing where like the Braun Breaker wins the title.
Right.
Or the big Bronson, Reed.
Yeah.
Pretend they do just actually do the, hey, let's do that as kind of a throwback to piss people off even more. That'd be cool.
The internet's vibrating right now, going that Bronson. Braun
Breaker.
bitches. There it is.
Yeah.
Braun Breaker and
Charles
and
Bronson Reed Breaker Strowman the fourth.
Exactly. Where Braun and Reed are going to team
and
up
I'm not
and be
here
the
to
new
make fun.
And they're going to be the new tag.
Celebrate Podcast Network of Wrestling.
They're going to be the new tag champions. That's what they're going to go get.
Love it.
That way they have the belts for a little while.
Yes.
And that's going to reunite the Jey Uso and the Jimmy Uso and bring them into the tag team faction.
Dude.
And blah, blah, blah.
Follow me for a second.
I'm listening.
Is Jimmy not starting to get hot?
He's trying. He's trying. Not? Has he got a
little something there?
You think so?
Has he got a little something there?
You know who's really getting pushed? And I mean, tell me if I'm telling lies again. But don't you find that right now Roxanne Perez seems to be in the middle of everything?
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she is like getting pushed left, right, and center. And it's only a matter of time before she gets that belt, right?
I think so.
Yeah.
I can see the IC.
Something. Just
Hold on.
They keep pushing her. What if? Here it is.
What if?
What if?
You got a little rifty poo happening.
Right.
You got Dom's main squeeze.
Yeah.
Right.
Wow.
You got the Liv Morgan.
Yeah.
She goes, what's going on with this little Perez?
Yeah, what's that? Who's this?
Wait.
Who's this little hussy?
Who's this? There's no workplace friends over here. What are you doing over there?
Right.
So that's going on. Right? She's trying to get the title.
Right.
She's like, I got tag titles.
Right.
She's like, I need the title.
Right.
What if the Perez beats whoever, if it's Becky Lynch or the Valkyria, but somehow obtains the Intercontinental Championship.
Right.
Then you got Dom,
right.
IC,
yeah.
Perez, IC.
I see.
They got a little bond.
Oh, I see.
What if they're the tag team IC duo of the wrestling business?
Okay. Well, you know what? Who she's going to probably have to fight for it to?
Who?
Is Bailey. She's back. She's got that purple hair. She's back. She ain't so lovable anymore. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. She's there to fight. I'm here to fight you.
I'm going to fight you.
Last thing, Nikki Bella showing up at the end
good.
of the looks great. How awkward do you think it is with John there, though? Do you think they're professional? Like going, hey, how are you?
I think they're in a different
Good to
place.
see you.
Yeah.
How's everything?
So, yeah. 19 days left, huh?
Yeah.
Well, that's a thing, isn't it?
That's good. Do you think she's coming back? And if she does, do we care?
No, I think so. Yes, coming back. No, don't care.
Yeah,
guys. I'm struggling here, Mitch.
Yeah, what are you struggling?
I'm struggling with something.
Okay.
The moment I'm seeing all the nostalgia picks come back, that's a little worrisome.
Yeah, it is. Well, this is the thing, man. This is listen. Numbers don't lie, man.
Are the young people not? Are the up and comers not stepping up? Or are they stifling the talent?
No, I think it's the stifling where they're just going, the ratings are down. Like I said, numbers don't lie. The numbers are down. And they're going, how do we do it? Because I've heard a rumor, if you want to hear it here, spoiler alert, on Monday, guess who's coming to talk to Gunther? Goldberg. And see, here's the thing. We all saw this from months ago, where they had a little bit of that interaction. And now it makes a little bit of sense. But if I see Gunther winning that belt, or pardon me, Oh my goodness. If I see Goldberg winning that belt on Gunther, I'm going to tell you right now, I am going to lose it on this podcast. I am going to lose it.
It won't happen, Mitch.
Buddy, why even do it? Why bring Goldberg back for his last match to lose?
Well, yeah, that's,
No, he's not that kind of guy, man.
That's the send-off.
He's not, you know what? I hope I'm wrong, but I don't have any reason to think I'm wrong.
If they try to recreate the Brock Lesnar thing,
I'm telling you,
Mitch,
I am telling you, I am worried, and I'm serious.
They're doing it.
I'm serious.
He's going to beat Gunther in 4 seconds.
I'm telling you.
Oh, no.
And tell me, buddy, listen, Gunther fought Pat McAfee. Yeah, he beat Pat McAfee. Who cares? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If these matches aren't exciting you, thank God for AEW. Because, by the way, 4 hours? 4 hours, you guys. Okay, I know the WNBA or the NBA is on and WNBA is on and all that stuff. Don't be scared. It's Indiana versus Oklahoma. I promise you, your ratings will be fine. You're fine.
You're fine.
You're good. 4 hours, you guys?
Okay, and for all of you saying, guys, Indiana versus OKC. Okay, that I mean, they're amazing teams and talents. Fine. Name me the starting five from each.
Both sides.
Both sides.
In fact, we'll make it even easy. Just give us one side for right now.
Yeah.
And you still won't do it.
How about this? Name me 5 and you can use from each.
Exactly.
3 and 2.
There you go.
Go ahead.
There you go.
Go ahead.
You won't do it.
Thank you.
You know it.
Thank you.
4 hours. There's nothing anyone does for 4 hours straight that's fun. Nothing. And I'm counting that.
Yeah.
And I'm counting that.
You guys.
Yeah.
I don't understand what's going on.
What's happening here?
We said AEW, you were under specific instructions from Mitch and Dimitri. Less is more. And what do you do with it?
What did you do?
7-hour PLEs, 4-hour Dynamites, weird named shows in the middle. It's like, no, you're not watching Dynamite. You're watching the Tea Party in the Meadow. Like, what the heck is going on, Mitch?
I don't know, man.
It's crazy.
I don't know.
It's the coconut drink slamboree. Like, what the heck is going on over here?
Oh, buddy, it's not good. I am not.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving Collision to 9 hours this Friday. Like,
in the first ever marathon match, it's Swerve Strickland fighting Will Ospreay in a 7-fall match. Oh my God.
Man. In a true Iron Man match that is slated, like you say, for 7 hours.
Holy
Not only that,
moly.
we're taking telethon donations, and the wrestlers that aren't in the ring will be taking your donations 24/7 on the clock.
Listen,
oh, dude.
All I'm going to say to you is this, that All In Texas is coming up, and I'm looking forward to it because the card is setting up nice.
Oh, yeah.
Forget the 4 hours. I guess you're going to just have to do it. Whatever. You guys are that worried about Indiana versus Oklahoma in the NBA. Fine. You got your 4 hours going on.
Ugh.
Listen, right now it's dubbed. Kenny Omega and Okada are going to go at it. Paige and Moxley, Toni and Money Mone.
I'm excited for the Omega Okada.
You know what? I was over my skis last week. I take it back. So am I.
Yeah. And you know what? The only disservice that I'll put on it is I don't think they're really billing. They're trying to. Like the AEW faithful that watch, they're billing it how important, like for one last time, like the history. And you're like, dude, this is a bigger deal than it is.
Agreed.
I remember when Jericho went to fight in Japan, Kenny Omega, and you're like, fine, like, whoa, right?
Yeah.
But this is even bigger than that. I just wish people knew its importance.
You know what? They will. They do a good job. The one thing I'll say to you, I mean, they had 4 hours to show everyone.
But I mean the WWE faithful fan where they're like, guys, this is a big deal.
You know, if I've learned anything doing this pod over the last little while, it's either you and I watch these just for the sake of the show, truthfully, but I think there's a lot of people that don't, meaning they're just WWE people or they're just AEW. South Carolina George is a great example.
Right.
He watches WWE, but if it burnt down tomorrow, he'd be like, I don't care.
Yeah, he's AEW all the way.
When we did the pod here last year, when he was on the show last year, when I zoomed him in, full AEW banner behind his back. Banner.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
He's a faithful. He knows who he likes.
Fair.
He's on that side, right? I will tell you this, as these are the three main
Toni
matches.
Storm, Mone.
Right?
What were they doing in that promo
I'm not
there?
sure what they were doing.
I felt like I was watching The Lion King.
But can I tell you how proud of myself I was? So that happens on Saturday. Or on Wednesday. I get a call on Thursday morning.
You were able to switch the channel before Katerina got home?
No, I kept it on purpose to go, so, thoughts? Thursday morning, I get a call from one of my colleagues at work. He goes, hey, dude, I went and worked out late and this wrestling was on and I knew you're kind of into it because you do your pod and I was listening. He goes, what's going on? And he was talking about that. See? I got people listening.
Toni Storm,
Yeah.
the Mone,
Yeah.
is slated in my world, in my head, to be the biggest match of the year.
Is it bigger? Is it going to be bigger than Charlotte and Becky when they went at it?
Yeah, in my opinion, yes.
Yes. Now, but see, it's hard for me to say yes. I agree with you, but I'm like, Charlotte and Becky? They're going to be Charlotte and Becky? They got a lot to prove, but I agree. I think it is going to be bigger. I think you're right.
Because it's got the Hogan Warrior element written all over it.
But would we have said this a year ago? See, I don't feel like we would have said this a year ago.
Yes.
Yes, we would have?
Well, okay, hold on a sec. No, okay, now I know where you're going. No,
So is it yes or no?
it's a no. We would have
yes?
liked. We would have liked. Yes, no, yes. Sorry, I'm like watching that Toni Storm Mone promo again. Okay. I mean, yeah. So no, we would have liked it as a match. Like, great.
Yeah.
There's two superstars colliding. So no, we wouldn't, because yes, right now it needed time to mature. Now they're both even that much bigger.
Right.
They're just
Agreed.
that much bigger.
I'm a big fan of I told you guys before, and I think I'm getting it more on that side. Money Mone winning and getting that belt and having all those belts that she has, I think would be so cool, man.
I agree.
I love it. I love that
But
idea.
I see this as the Hogan Warrior,
Yeah.
where
Oh, you think it's the passing of the torch a little bit?
I think that the biggest marketable person right now is Toni Storm. And if you have that walking the graces of Hollywood, that's also her shtick.
I know.
You get mainstream with a bunch of different belts, people start to watch now.
Well, like, put it like this. The Paige and Mox, I think I speak for everyone where we know that Paige is going to win that one. We just have this feeling. I just can't imagine Mox keeps it this much longer.
Look, man, everyone,
so Paige gets that one.
He's their look. It's funny how they parallel each other. Right now, WWE is ripping off ideas from AEW.
Yeah.
Okay, Paige is their Cody Rhodes.
Right.
And everyone's going to rally behind the big, bad, long reign.
Yeah.
Roman Reigns.
What's happening here?
Man, are we just putting words? You crucified us all for words last week.
That's right.
But we're putting words
together.
I see.
I've been reading.
See.
I don't know. I'm looking. I mean, we'll obviously talk about it way more as we get closer to it. But I'm looking at a little Paige taking the belt. I think Kenny Omega will end up taking the belt over Okada.
I think so.
Because it just makes like the hard thing is.
Sorry, I think Okada.
Oh, you do?
I do.
I'm gonna go with Kenny. I think Kenny, and I think again it's more of a he's an executive. I'm sorry, he's just gonna pull rank.
Well, it's an you're going on the appreciation train.
Yeah, maybe.
Where you? By the way,
I know what you're gonna go. I know what you're gonna say. It's the blood, isn't it?
No. That new belt.
Oh, nice.
Is the best belt in the business.
That's a big belt.
It's a nice belt.
It's a big belt.
AEW is winning the belt game.
That's a belt you wear here during Stampede.
Are you crazy?
That's a belt.
That's a big belt.
I thought you were going to talk about all that blood that Kenny was spewing.
Okay, a little aggressive.
Little?
Like you got diverticulitis. A little aggressive.
Little? He died.
Buddy, what the heck was that?
Little? Buddy, that was a lot. They took it to, this is where AEW, I'll give you points. When you guys do it. You don't hold back a little bit.
Like, we're recording, it's Friday the 13th. We didn't need to watch that on wrestling.
Good point, man. Good point. Last thing I'll say, the one match that I hope they do put in, because they showed everyone a little tidbit again, the Osprey and the Swerve. Make it a match for All In. Make it a match. Yes. Don't be tagging against the Young Bucks, which wouldn't be the worst idea, but don't do it, please. Just get these two going at it. Number one contender match, something like that.
What's your thoughts on the FTR? Where they're at right now? How are you liking that heel change and everything?
I like that I love the heel change.
Me too.
Love it. Do I really care for the manager that much?
That's where I'm going.
Not really.
He doesn't have the right tone.
Yeah, there's something he doesn't. Yeah, I don't think they needed him. They're good on the mic, both of them.
Yeah, but why not just join the Don Callis family?
Nah, you're on.
Like, why not? Like, if you're gonna go that route where you got this big bad stable manager, why not?
You know how it is. You need different factions.
Yeah.
Factions. And if we've learned anything in all wrestling, like right now, Don Callis only is on Dynamite. He's really not on Collision. He might hear a little sprinkle, but not enough. Where the Bloodline, right? Like, it was kind of on both, but not really. It was mostly SmackDown.
Right.
Do you see what I mean? It's like Judgment Day, only on
but when you're doing
Raw.
4 hours of Dynamite,
well,
you're tired.
Buddy, one thing, I was listening to our pod last week, and when you were talking about Adam Cole,
buddy.
Oh, and then I was watching a little piece.
They should fire him.
Oh, hey, I'm not saying who told you to say that.
You know what, Mitch?
But I could have swore somebody I know said this a while ago.
Listen.
For his own good.
For his own good. I'm going to give you credit. You say the things that need to be said. They're hard truths.
Well, I appreciate it.
They're hard truths.
They are hard truths, aren't they?
Yeah.
Aren't they? Yes. And now after seeing the R-Truth thing, and we'll do a quick runaround.
The hard R-Truth?
The hard R-Truth.
In our new segment, the hard R-Truth.
I'm just saying the fans aren't paying the bills. Okay? Just saying. Is the guy's ROI what it's supposed to be?
Don't know.
I do. I have the calculator. I worked it out, and it ain't working out.
It ain't working out.
Real quick.
Sure.
Adam Page or Adam Cole. Damn it, I hate all these Adams. Adam Cole.
A lot of Adams.
How many shirts has he gone through? Now, I know a little bit about shirts because I've gone through a few here on the Celebrate Wrestling Syndicate. Okay, they cost a lot of money. They cost a lot of money. And I don't go through the same volume that they do.
The Celebrity Wrestling Syndicate.
That's right. That's a new run.
It's a new.
I almost did
love it.
I stopped it.
You know what?
I said it and then stopped and went.
You know what, Mike? Enough of you.
Yeah.
We named this what we want.
Well, this is ours.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So it is Celebrate Podcasting. Okay.
Speaking of numbers, speaking of everything, it's time for alternate scenario.
Ooh.
So I've alluded to it a few times. There's reports out there. TKO was a $3 billion in the hole.
Uh-oh.
That's a lot of money.
Uh-oh.
I'm starting to see why The Rock's not showing up. Because somebody's got to explain to the big guys, to the other guys, the Ariels, his best friend, how they got the $3 billion under.
There's a hole in the bottom of wrestling. There's a hole in the bottom of wrestling. There's a hole. There's a hole. There's a hole in the bottom of wrestling.
For those people that listen to the show, they're like, well, you guys are always pessimistic. Oh, you know what? Guess what? I'm changing it up today. In alternate scenario, we're going to go through ways to get them out of the hole.
Oh.
There it is. You ready? I'm going to tag you in. I'm going to give you a scenario. You tell me if it's going to save some money. Get them back in the block, if we will. All right?
Get in and strap on to get out of the hole today.
Here it goes. Right off the bat, travel expenses. Right now, you know what I want? I see the carpools everyone's doing. Rent-a-cars here. You don't think they're writing that off? Carpool a bus together. Busing it together, not carpooling together. I'll tag you in.
Yeah, absolutely. Why is Roman Reigns the only person on a private jet? Why is Cody Rhodes the only person with his own bus?
That's right.
Put it all together. I heard stories of them traveling up and down the road all night, late nights, parties, kissing the girls and making them cry, baby. So get back to that if you want to save some money.
Darn right.
Let me tag you in.
Oh, 100% you gotta bus it. Gotta bus everyone together. You guys work together. No reason you can't bus together.
Bingo.
I don't like all this clickety-clackety friendships. Judgment Day, get on the bus. You're on it with everybody else.
Yeah.
Fine. Nikki, I know it's a little awkward, but you and Liv on the bus together. Let's go.
Go.
Next one, food. You know what? I hear there's a nice little buffet of food in the back.
Must
Guess
be nice.
What? Must be nice. Guess what? PJ, peanut butter and jam sandwiches for everybody. You bring your own lunch. Tagging you in.
Look, last I checked, there was a standard cafeteria when we went to school.
That's right.
And there should be standard eating where you're traveling on the road. You want to order more? No problem. You better ask your mom and dad for the lunch money. Otherwise, you get what you get and you don't get upset.
That's right. Bottom line, you're in arenas every week. They got concessions. You mean to tell me you're paying that extra premium to get those sandwiches that you know you can get at the Starbucks or not Starbucks, at the local grocery store down the street for a couple of bucks, but you know you're paying that premium.
You know.
Oh, I'm tagging myself back in on the in. Food, you're bringing yourself.
Okay, thank you. How about this, Jay Uso? You want to walk down the stands? You want to drink your $7 Coca-Colas? What, you don't think we're stupid? You think we're stupid? You don't think we're on to you? Okay, why? Bring your own. 2 words, President's Choice.
Boom. Well said. How about this? I also heard there's stylists and fashion people in the back. They're getting catered around all the way around. I'll tag you in. Time to make your own gear. Done in the back.
Okay, first of all, I see everyone coming out with new suits. Yeah, I'm pointing at you, Seth Rollins.
Yes.
Everyone's got new gear. Everyone's got this. Everyone's changing. What are you doing with it? You're throwing it away, I bet.
I bet
you're not even donating it.
I haven't seen you wear the same thing in years.
Years. So you know what? Last I checked, if Hogan can get away with the same attire for all these years,
that's right.
So can you.
Boom. I'm with my partner on this one. Not even needed to be said. How about this? BYOT. What's that? Bring your own turnbuckle. Let me tag in.
Look, I kind of like that idea.
Thank you.
I mean, they spend half the time taking them off to cheat.
You can put your own on.
Put your own on.
That's right.
Put your own turnbuckle.
That's the way I look at it.
That's great. That's a great idea.
Thank you very much. Okay, this one I'm a little scared to bring it up to you. Bring your own masks. It's lucha time. Those guys, a lot of masks. I see. Ooh. That's extra gear. I'm just saying, I'm not saying I don't like the lucha, the culture of the lucha, but at the same time, it's a lot of money, because some got big heads, some got small heads. And have you noticed Dom, the lucha, he doesn't wear one. I'm going to tag you in. Here we go.
And I'm taking you back.
All right. The answer is getting rid of the masks. There it is. Done. Okay.
I refuse to comment on that. We can't even, what about the iguana guy? We can't even bring that up for a sec. There was danger there. Not that we can't bring
Couple more for you. Couple more for you. Here's one for you. The music. You know how much royalties we're paying for the music? Guess what? You call Elias. He dubs everybody in on his guitar. I'm tagging you in.
2 words. Cover band.
Thank you. Done. Exactly. Done. Okay. 2 more. Here it is. Listen. To get to the top, you have to earn your way up. NXT guys, are you getting paid? Probably. Nope, not anymore. You're on commission only. You win, you get paid. You lose, you're out. You want to get to the next level? You got to earn it. What do you think? Commission only wrestling for NXT and anyone below the WWE and or the feeder leagues of AEW and all those guys. I'll tag you in.
This is not me tagging. This is me slow capping. For the greatest idea Mitch has ever had in his life.
Oh, yeah?
A commission-based wrestling league? Are you kidding? Based on TV time. Based on how many arm bars. Based on everything. I mean, you win, you're in. You lose, you don't eat.
That's it.
Hey, you're talking to 2 sales guys over here.
That's it. That's all I'm saying.
We what we kill.
That's it. Last one. Now this one.
Idea.
Thank you. There's one guy in particular that always dubbed himself to have the money. Hey, I know you're $3 billion in the hole. Those banks, they'll take it all from you. Why don't you call the $1 million man for a little bit of a loan to get out of this predicament? Malaka is what we call it in our segment at Sports Wrestling. I'm tagging you in. What do you think about getting the $1 million man as our backer?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you actually do the time value of money and just adjust for the year-to-year inflation-adjusted rate of return on the money, and by the way, I'm not going to say it, but I'm going to say it. If you invested with one of the people here on the show, anyways, I'm just
There's
saying.
only one. I don't do it. It's yours. That's yours.
I do it. I'm just saying. All I'm saying is this. Historical returns do not dictate future returns, but what I can tell you, adjusted, the $1 million man is actually the $1 billion man.
That's right.
And the multi-billion dollar man, which means single-handedly, he could not only get him out of the hole, but buy the company back.
Boom.
And guess what?
What?
What if?
What if?
What if?
No.
Just like the Andre the Giant handed him the belt, what if he gave it back to Here Comes the Other Money, Shane McMahon?
There it is. Alternate scenario. There it is. Boom.
I don't know what you want.
We just solved the problem.
I don't know what you want from us.
We just solved the problem.
Listen, I want to thank everyone who comes in here to listen to us. We have a lot of fun with it. Actually, we celebrate it. We celebrate wrestling on the Celebrate Wrestling Podcast Network. I got to slow it down a little bit. Why? Well, because, we did what we did.
Yeah, we got the Mitches.
Chair shot. I'm going to steal it. It doesn't matter. This is the celebrity wrestling feed of podcasting networks with the Greek World Order and everyone about it. But no, seriously, we thank you very much. McGuire on Wrestling's dropping tomorrow. Legends and Champions from our friends from the other side of the pond. We appreciate you being here. The Facebook page, you got to get on it. Look for Celebrate Wrestling. Ask to join. McGuire's giving you 2 more weeks. Daddy's giving you 2 more weeks to search for the merch. Message him directly. Get to the website. It's awesome.
It's the best.
It's the best. I don't know what you're talking about. By the way, you know how Iguana's got his little iguana
Oh,
thing?
yeah, right.
Can we have little Mitch and Dimitri's?
Buddy, listen, are you in my brain? Great idea.
What have we got?
Well, don't worry. All the wrestling fans, I mean, he's so hot right now. I can't wait to watch him, and he'll be on the main roster on Monday. Watch. Just mark my words. He'll be there on Monday.
Of course he is.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
And he'll probably win the IC title.
Yeah,
That's
and
it.
he's not going to be there for 3 weeks. He'll have 3 weeks and leave, and still Karrion Kross
right.
will have the number 1 merch
Number one.
sales of all time.
There it is. Boom. Have a great week. Chair shot.
Oh, that was a good one. It's a good one.